Conewango Township Police.
What inspired you to become a police officer?
My inspiration actually came from my dad. He was a police officer. He retired down here in the Warren State Police. So I kind of wanted to follow in his footsteps. So that kind of is what has inspired me. And then, getting into police canine work and stuff, I've always had a passion for working with dogs and everything like that. So that would be probably one of my biggest inspirations for this job. I would say the best part of my job is my dog and serving the community, working with youth and children around the community with the canine unit. Me and Detective Kibbe, we both have the canine units here, so we do a lot of community service and a lot of community outreach and stuff with children and different groups and facilities and stuff around Warren. So I would say the most rewarding part of my job is working and doing that and working with the canine unit.
What do you like most about Warren County?
The small town atmosphere. I love being in the small town and in the country, and that people are, I guess, approachable and not like the people in the city. You know, they say the city life is just not for me. So I love the country and I love the people. I grew up here. I have all my friends and family here.
So in the city, like really big cities, so everything like really crazy stuff is happening, like people pushing each other, people shooting at each other, like to scare each other.
Yep, that happens in the bigger cities. I lived in Tampa for a while, so yeah,
That was happening?
every night.
Every night?
Every
So
night.
you would have to arrest them.
Well, no, I didn't work down there. I was a contractor down there. So I built houses before I was a police officer.
What words of advice would you give to the youth of Warren County?
Be kind to one another. It's unfortunately being a police officer, I do see the bad side of the community most of the time, and a lot of hate, people not being nice to one another. I would say the youth should grow up and, respect your elders, respect your parents, do stuff for your neighbor, be friendly, and communicate. There's a lot of that gets lacked, I guess, nowadays. Whenever I go and do community events with the canines and stuff,
Yes.
I used to be there. When I was in second grade, I met my first police dog. So that kind of put me in line to want to do what I'm doing now and become a police officer and then get into police canine. So it's very hard to do what I do and get there. But I was moved and motivated, I guess, at an early age. So that's why I like going and seeing that motivation in children as well, because I once had that as a child.
So you got the canine when you were in second grade.
No, I saw a canine. A canine came to my schools. So when in talk in the DARE program, and that's where I first met a police dog.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
I didn't get my dog till 2014.
my old teacher, Miss McCluxy, who was a kindergarten teacher, she was the class I was in. Like those meetings when, so those SOAR meetings, and then they would have a cop speaking, and then the cop would come around while you pet the dog and stuff.
Yep. That was like our DARE program and stuff, the Keep the Kids Off of Drugs program. I don't know if you guys have that now or not, but if you do, that's where I first learned about police canines.
So you were in Yonkers Elementary when you did it?
I was in Pleasant Elementary. It's closed now. And then I went to Beatty and then to Warren Area High School.
What type of weapons do you usually use if there was a robbery?
If there was a robbery, well, at that point in time, I would have an automatic rifle or a shotgun, and I have my duty pistol as well. So those are the three things that I carry.
Do they only allow like full-bred dogs, or can there be like a mutt?
There's different programs out there that actually save dogs from shelters. And there's different drive work training that they do with dogs and stuff. So if that dog will fit that, then they'll actually put him on this scent detection or search and rescue dogs and stuff like that. There's a lot of different programs that people actually do that. Most of the police and military dogs are usually full bred, but there are different dogs that they utilize for jobs and stuff all the way around the world, actually. So.
Also, for the canine unit, is it true that they only allow like darker colored dogs, or can they be like, let's say, a white dog or a blonde dog?
I've sat there and met several like blonde shepherds, the real like tan looking dogs. They didn't really have a whole bunch of color in there. I've never met any white ones, but there's a multitude of colors. It just kind of goes by the dog's work ethic opposed to what it looks like. So, you know, some of them are dark, some of them are brown, some are black and tan, some of them are like mahogany and stuff. You run into the Malinois, and they're different colors as well. So it really just depends on, you know, how the dog works is what how they pick the dogs. So.
Would you rather be a police officer with a dog or without a dog?
With a dog, by far.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, just bringing the dog, and there's a lot of, I guess there's a lot to offer with the canine program, and you get to do a whole lot of things. Plus, you get to ride around with a dog for 10 hours a day. So I mean, that's not a bad thing at all. So, but I really enjoy being in canine and stuff, and having him with me, and going and doing different things that would be almost impossible for a human to do, and a dog can do it. Do you want to go see the police cars?
And the canine.
And the canine. Okay. I promise you will see that dog.
But I have like 30. I'm like, wait. I thought I seen restroom sign on there, and I'm like, wait, you have like 30 bathrooms.
Yeah, we got a bathroom for everybody.
My hand. Ouchie, ouchies.
All right. Here's the spare police cars.
This is dog.
No, the dog car's out there.
Okay.
This is the avalanche and stuff. This is what we use most of the time for winter and everything. Yeah, the avalanche. You see inside there? Oh. Yeah, absolutely. It's the same thing. And then the radio and everything.
Yeah, you use the radio to talk to newspaper dogs.
Yep. We talk to our dispatchers and other officers and medical personnel.
Well, at least the shotgun's good.
It's a little cleaner back here, right? All right. You gonna see the police dog? You see my car? My car's parked outside.
There's another car over there.
Yeah, that's an old one. This is Nick.
Is he allowed to play fetch?
Oh, he plays fetch. He likes playing.
Where do you play with?
Usually Beth's Park. That's a big, huge area for him. There you go.
I would want to look what's inside of that thing. That garage, what else would he use?
If I can find the key, I don't know if I have the key for that.
You're gonna have to look.
I will look.
Today. Oh.
Soft, huh? You just got a bath yesterday, so you shed. You shedding.
That's Cooper. my aunt's dog.
Your aunt's dog, huh?
Yeah.
She shed too? Oh, it's a he?
He's soft.
Yeah. Yeah, it's soft hair.
Pretty big. It's really big.
Yeah? Well,
How do you, so you face tell him to let go?
so he'll sit there and kind of do whatever I tell him to. So he knows he can't get this ball. So if I put it up here against his mouth, he knows he can't get it until I tell him to do so. So I can sit there and do this all day long and he'll never grab it.
He went for the
Did I
ball.
scare you a little bit, huh?
He went for the ball. I thought he'd come from here. I'm like, oh god.
This is his tug of war. He likes playing tug of war.
I kind of like. I kind of like shocked.
Oh yeah, he's a good boy. right there.
Now I'm gonna back up.
Alright. Oh boy. So, he's a good dog.
Are we able to take him for a walk around the police department?
No, we're gonna put him back. Because usually when he comes out of the car, he wants to work or do something. So, yeah, he doesn't, walking is usually not something that he likes to do.
So you say Pasita to make him let go?
Well, yeah, los is what it is, to let it go.
Los?
Let's provide and check.
Los?
Yeah. So if I sit there and grab his toy, Nick, so he'll drop it and he'll sit down.
So you have to say, like, holy crap, wow. Make him like jump all the way up.
That's about as high as he can jump. So
What if
I don't want to make him jump too high.
What if he gets too scared and he jumps so high that he don't want to go?
I don't know. He's not scared of much. I don't think he's scared of anything, to tell you the truth. Nothing that I've come across yet.
Is he trained?
Is he trained?
Like, what do you have to say to tell him to come here?
Huh?
What do you have to say to tell him to come here?
Well, I don't want to say all the words. We'll say that. He'll come. He'll listen to me. I promise.
Pasita.
He ain't gonna listen to you, unfortunately. He only listens to Dad. Right? Right, Nicholas?
The most interesting about the canine and like what they do, because I have a dog and I think it's very interesting to learn about the jobs the dogs can do besides just being a house pet.
I have a German Shepherd at home, so it's nice to learn a lot more about them.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Okay.